Good afternoon, everybody. Hope your day is going well. Well, today is Friday. We're into May, aren't we? And so far it's been a beautiful May. See, here's another one of our, they call them, this is where they covered the coal mines, different places that they would go down in and look inside. And take a little walk around, see what's growing here that I've got planted. And these ones here aren't starting yet, I don't think, but they will. They're just lilies. And this is an upside down garden one that we will lift up and put on the ground. And we went out and got a few things of goat and horse manure, but we need a lot more for that garden over there. And just blessed enough to be able to have it. Here's a fire pit that was here when we purchased it, and we do need to get another one of these things right there. I don't know where you'd get them, so if somebody knows, you could let me know where you would even get one. And we got another composter. We used this one. My husband made this wooden one, but it's hard to stir up, but I will continue to use it. I emptied it the other day with help from my hubby, and that's the top of it. And here is the, I don't know who was into that, but get Zane to check that, I guess. I'm sure there'd be critters wanting to get into that stuff. Again, all the broken down trees and bushes and stuff out back. Anyway, I love just looking at it. You may not. The grass is coming and turning green, and in places it could be cut down a little tiny bit. That's a little bit of leftover wood that I have to burn. We don't have an inside stove, so outside is good. Let me see. What do you think? Has some critters been chewing on that? They possibly have. That's where I emptied my last bit of compost. And I can't remember what this is called, but I will tell you, you have to watch the spikes on this. They are quite prickly, but they have beautiful purplish pink leaves. And we've got 6 large garden beds there, two smaller ones for possibly my herbs. I do have some mint, spearmint and peppermint here as well. My back deck. I wish I had an awning. I love it, but I get so hot out here. Yeah, I do. I should have a climbing rose crawling up that. That would be beautiful. Every day I look at this. That's my lilac that's starting to come. Right? This one here hasn't come yet. But these is what are precious and beautiful. The lilacs. Not lilacs. Sorry, that's my old brain. 70-year-old brain. This is my lupins. I've got 2 of them coming. Right? And some more little flowers. Going to start here. And I'm sorry I don't have a GoPro or anything, just my phone. this precious plant, February Daphne. And let's go over here for a moment. I've got 3 February Daphnes coming. And most of these, some of the crocuses are down, but not going. I was hoping they'd be colored, a beautiful bright color, but they're white. That's okay. I think these are going to be tulips. And again, I think these are a different type of crocus, but I don't know. If you know the name of those blue ones here, please let me know. And then my rhubarb, if it comes. I'm praying it does. I am so much praying. Anyway, this is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Some days it's very lonely days. I did get a chance to talk to my daughter this morning. They had a birthday party at a hotel, and the girls stayed overnight, and her husband and son came for the swimming part of it and for meals. So they had some time together with mom and sister, wife. Oh. Today Zane's in helping a friend paint again. He's unsure what he should be doing right now, if he should be doing it. He has a enlarged aorta, and I just don't feel that really he should be lifting over his head a lot and painting, crack filling. But I've told him that he has to make his own decisions. He is 77, will be 78 in July. We're not guaranteed every day, but we have today, right? We have today. And just take today and figure out what you want to do. If you want to work tomorrow and help somebody, do it. If you don't, don't. It's not going to help us one way or the other. If he's gone, then I'm going to be more lost and lonely. I still have my sister and brother, but we keep in contact by phone or internet, and once in a while we get to see each other. The rest of my family are all gone. And Zane only has one sister left, and she lives about 60, 70 miles away, but he gets to go see her, see some birds flying. I think they want some bird seed, which I got to get put out. Robins. Yeah, beautiful robins. So, if you pray for me and I'll pray for you. There's a song that I used to sing. Pray for me and I'll pray for you. You get down on your knees and we go to the Lord together in prayer. I'm a believer. I'm not ashamed of my belief in the Lord. Others may put me down, but He is my stronghold. He's my strength. He's my help. He's my salvation. He's my rock. Many times I fail Him. Every day I fail Him. And I'm sorry for that, but I guess there is no buts. That is on me. Do you like to be rejected? That is one thing that I have found in life that I hate. I didn't want to be rejected as a child. I wanted to be loved as a child. I didn't want to be rejected as a teenager. A lot of times I was rejected as a teenager. I wasn't good enough. Do you realize one day I was stopped, I think, as a 16-year-old, and this woman stopped me, asked if she could speak to me on the side of the road. I had dated her son a few times. He was quite a few, well, I'll say he was 10 years older than me, and I didn't mind that. My husband's 7.5. And she told me I wasn't good enough for her son. Well, she'll be judged on what she's had to say and how that affected me for years. And I don't hate her. I just wish she had got to know me before she thought she would say that. I came from a broken home. From the time I was 8, wasn't a very good home in the fact that my dad cheated. And I have a brother out there somewhere. I have a family of 6. Mom lost 2 besides those 6 that she had. And then Dad had an affair the same year my mom was carrying me. So I have a brother out there somewhere, whether he is in New Brunswick, because I was born in St. Stephen's, Canada, in New Brunswick. And she was married to a military guy in Calais, Maine. So whether he is New Brunswick or he was adopted out into Maine somewhere, I've never found him on Ancestry, so I don't know whether he's living or not. But this woman and her family, her children, were raised to think that if somebody was from a broken home or something, they were trash, garbage. Well, I lived in trash. My mom took us 6 children plus herself and built a little tiny house for 7 of us. And we had no running water, and we never had a bathroom. We had an outside washroom. And anyway, and that sufficed me. I was happy with what we had. We didn't have lots of clothes. We had clothes to cover us. We had food on our table. She didn't work. She stayed home to look after us 6. What would a mother of 6 do back in 1962 when you weren't allowed to be on social assistance of any sort because you left your husband? She was called a deserter. Shame on you, government of New Brunswick. And it took, I think, about 2 years before some people got a hold of our provincial government here in New Brunswick, and she was given money to stay home. She had to work. And the oldest sister of mine babysat, so she missed a lot of time in school. Anyway, that's where I came from, that story, where I wasn't good enough to date her son. I think he had been married. He had a son of 5 years old. And who was she to tell him what to do? But she was trying to run his life by running mine. But anyway, that left scars on me. But I know the Lord loved me, even though she thought I was nobody. And isn't that the greatness and the goodness of God? If you came from nothing, God loves you. And we're all part of the same family. We all began in the beginning. And go back in your DNA and see, aren't we all, if they go back far enough, related? Anyway, you're my brother and you're my sister, right? We're friends, even though we haven't met each other. We can just be kind to one another and be careful with our words. Bring up each other in kindness, encouragement, in just being, having a smile to someone you meet and greet. When you open a door, just let them know that they're cared about. Just speak in kindness, speak in love. And anyway, I don't get to talk to my children a lot. My oldest daughter I do. My youngest daughter sometimes. Most when she's not busy, because she works a couple of jobs and her husband works, and the kids are busy with activities that they're involved in, and at 8 years old and 10 years old, or 7 years old and 10 years old. One of my granddaughters' birthdays today, and she's 10. And anyway, I just wanted to stop by and say hello, and hope you're all doing well and that you have a blessed afternoon. Today here it is cloudy, but it's not cold. We might be going to get some rain. I thought I felt a few sprinkles, but I don't now. But anyway, the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you. And you have a great